Like I said, the first thing we wanted to talk about was the Oscar nominations. Now, I know we talked about Golden Globe winners a couple weeks ago, but the Oscars are obviously like the bigger deal. So, yeah, what are some of your thoughts immediately with the Oscars?
I mean, there's an elephant in the room. We'll probably discuss that here in just a second, but I do want to talk about good things, I guess, right? We're gonna talk about the good first. I feel like we should always talk about the good first. So, actor in a leading role, I think that me and you wanted Timmy for Dune Part Two. Hell, we probably
Timmy, I saw both movies. Timmy put on a better performance in Dune Part 2, without a doubt. I honestly thought that he would maybe even get two noms for a leading role. I think that's happened before, but he definitely, I think, deserved it. But he is still really good. I know you didn't see it, but he is still really good in A Complete Unknown, in my opinion.
I'm glad he gets a nomination. He has a chance. I think I don't know what your thoughts are about it. I do think that they're probably. I mean, Adrian Brody. Well, I mean, is probably the favorite. I would imagine.
Most likely.
But and then you see Sebastian Stan with The Apprentice as well. Sebastian Stan is awesome. I just love Sebastian Stan, and I know he won for
A different
yeah,
man.
different man,
It was
but that
the
would
other movie.
he was a that would be supporting, right? He wasn't the
I don't
main.
know if he was supporting or main, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
different movie.
yeah, we need to look. I should have probably looked at that before I came. But yeah, man, I'm glad to see Timmy. Like I said, Dune Part Two would have probably been the one that I wish he got a nomination for, but he's on here. He's got a chance, and as long as he has a chance, I know you probably watched the SNL thing where it went through the highlights of every time he lost. I thought that was pretty funny.
Of TBC, yeah,
Yeah,
no,
I
that
thought
was actually pretty funny.
that's pretty funny.
It
Uh,
it was a leading actor in a motion picture drama. So
okay, so
completely
that,
different movie. So he was in two heaters this past year,
that
apparently.
that's interesting that they gave him one for a different man for the Golden Globes, and then the Oscars turn around and give him for The Apprentice. I heard
Sebastian
he's great in
Stan's
both.
supremacy.
Do what?
Sebastian Stan's supremacy.
Oh yeah, for sure. And um, I think that's cool. I really like Sebastian Stan. There's a chance that, like you said, Timmy C maybe could have gotten two. That would have been wild for a guy like him. He's so young too. He's got so much ahead of him. But yeah, I think I'm glad that they gave him a nomination. We knew he was going to get one. We just didn't know what
You know
movie
which
or if it
movie?
was going to be both movies. But here
I
he
mean,
is.
I'm all for Timmy C winning for either of those movies because I think he's great in both. I do think probably Adrian Brody wins here though, from what I've heard, but maybe not after some of the controversy that's kind of come out about that movie with the AI and stuff. But I don't know. I still love Adrian Brody, and I'm sure he's great in that movie. I'm definitely going to see that movie before the Oscars hit for sure. But we can move on. What else? So supporting actor. Uh, Nothing really stands out to me other than Yura Borisov in Anora. Um, definitely deserving of it. I know you did not see Anora. Anora is really freaking good, and I think it deserves to win a couple of awards here at the Oscars, including him and Mikey Madison as leading actress. We'll get to that in a minute, but
I will say that
that,
I'm pretty sure Kieran Culkin won at the Golden Globes for
he
Real
did.
Pain.
He did. And I'm gonna watch A Real Pain 2 too. They just put it on Hulu. So
Yeah.
Edward Norton in A Complete Unknown is like I don't get it. I don't know why. And then Guy Pearce in The Brutalist. Apparently he's really good in that movie too. Apparently everybody's just good in that movie. But I'm gonna be rooting for Yura Borisov and Honora for sure.
Yeah.
Uh, what else we got? Actress in a supporting role. Um, Zoe Saldana for Amelia Perez.
I think she won at the Golden Globes, right?
She did. She did. Felicity Jones for The Brutalist. Ariana for Wicked. And Monica Barbera for A Complete Unknown. Out of the ones, I mean, I've only seen two of those movies.
This screams like Zoe Saldana again for me.
She's probably gonna, since she won the
I
Golden Globe.
mean,
I don't know.
I,
The Golden Globe winners don't always win the Oscars, so I'm
this
hoping
one
that's
though,
the case here. But
this one though feels like one that they're just gonna double up on. I think. I personally think. I
Yeah.
mean,
I don't think they give it to I don't think they give it to Ariana or Monica Barbero. I haven't seen Conclave or The Brutalist. I don't know. We'll
mhm,
see, but nothing really crazy there. But actress in a leading role is stacked. At least I think three of them are stacked. So we got Wicked, Cynthia Erivo, Mikey Madison, and Honora, which she should definitely win, and Demi Moore for The Substance. I know Demi Moore won for she won the Golden Globe,
mhm,
uh, and I'm very happy for her. She was great in The Substance, fantastic movie. But this has to be Mikey Madison. She delivered a top three performance of the year last year in Honora, a role that I don't think a lot of actresses could have done with grace like she did. Um, I honestly can't believe she didn't win the Golden Globe because she's won everything else.
mhm.
Um, but yeah, I think she should, in my eyes, she's a lock. I wouldn't be upset if Demi Moore won, or even Cynthia Erivo. I mean, screw Amelia Perez, and I don't even know what I'm Still Here is. But um,
I've heard good things about her performance for Fernanda Torres, right? Is that her name? Yeah. I've heard good things about her on Twitter in that performance. I don't know anything about the movie, but I do know that people like her for that movie. So, I mean, I think she has an outside shot. But as long as, including everybody on Twitter, as long as Amelia Perez does not win, then
yeah, so let's talk about that for a minute before we keep on going into this. So Amelia Perez is the tied for the second most nominations of all time, like with juggernaut movies. I can't remember what the movies were, but I think it's like Return of the King, a couple other like crazy good movies that won a lot of
Shawshank
awards.
Redemption,
Was
and
it tied for that?
it had more than Shawshank Redemption. It had more than there was another huge one that it had more than. Uh, I know it has more than like Inception. It has more than. You have to look. I'm trying to think. 13 is a lot for a movie that's getting so much hate online. Um, I don't even know the Rotten Tomato score or the IMDb score or any of that off the top of my head. That's how much I like haven't. But from the clips you see on Twitter, you just are like, what, how?
No, I don't know. Literally everyone, my Twitter, like everyone hates this movie.
Everyone.
I still am just not gonna watch it. I don't care. It doesn't even. I don't even want to give it a hate watch. It just looks horrible from the clips I've seen. But apparently, Hollywood, like the whoever votes on this crap, just loves it, which I just don't get because I've seen so many clips and it looks horrible.
Hmm.
This music sounds awful. It doesn't seem funny. The acting looks kind of bad.
Yeah.
It's edited horribly,
Yeah.
and it's one of the most nominated movies for an Oscar of all time, which just
Yeah.
blows my mind. And like I think it has more than Oppenheimer last year. That's ridiculous.
Can't happen.
It's ridiculous.
Can't
Uh,
happen.
hopefully it doesn't win anything, but we'll see. Um, so next category, animated feature film. Got some good movies here for sure. Wild Robot, Wallace and Gromit, Inside Out, Flow. Um, I forgot to ask, did you watch Wild Robot last night?
Watch Wild Robot today.
You watched it today. What'd you
Watched it
think? You
today.
like it?
Dude.
Really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really, really good.
Strong. I have not seen Flow, but I have seen Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul, and Inside Out 2. Wild Robot is better than both of those movies. So
Yep.
you have seen Flow.
Yes.
So I have
Flow.
not, but you have talked very highly. I think it's between Wild Robot and Flow.
Flow deserves to win. And I'm pretty sure it was even nominated for Best International Feature
Yeah.
Film
Hmm.
for its country. I think it's Latvia. And
Yeah.
I've been seeing like all kinds of stuff from the maker of Flow on Twitter. He's super funny. But I think it just became like the most profitable Latvia movie like ever made in their theaters. It's just crushing over there. And rightfully
Hopefully,
so. Great movie.
hopefully it comes out on a streaming service. I can give it a watch.
Yeah, y'all would love that.
But Wild
Um,
Robot was great. Wild
yeah,
Robot was great.
it's really good. Now on to like more technical stuff. Cinematography.
Ah,
Um, Nosferatu, I'm glad they got a nom for
yeah,
sure.
yeah,
It looks
absolutely.
beautiful. Dune Part Two, thank God. one of the best shot movies I've ever seen in my entire life. And The Brutalist, um, supposedly is like it looks gorgeous. I don't know because I haven't seen it yet, but I'm very very happy that Dune and Nosferatu got noms because I think those were the two best shot movies that I saw this year or last year. Um,
Nosferatu has some scenes that I still think about today.
hmm hmm Trying to think, were there any other crazy good cinematic movies? Challengers had pretty good cinematography.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, we'll be talking about challengers here in a second.
Gladiator, yeah. But I mean, at least Dune. I don't think Dune really got nominated for too much. Um,
Prime.
I hope he gets this. It got nominated for Best Feature, but it's not gonna win.
Yeah.
Costume design, I don't really care. Best Director. So we got The Substance, Corley. How do you say her name? Corley Farge, Corley Farget, something like that. Amelia Perez's uh, A Complete Unknown, James Mangold, The Brutalist, Brady Corbet, and Honora Sean Baker. Um, Screw this category because Denny wasn't nominated.
There's two directors that weren't nominated that should be in this one. And Denis is one of them, and Robert Eggers is another one.
Robert Eggers,
I
yeah.
mean, it's just I do not understand what this category is even trying to do.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
And I mean, go back to a category we talked about earlier. I think Nosferatu kind of got snubbed a lot too. Like, I think
Lily
Lily,
Rose Depp
she should
has.
have got a
I
nom.
mean, what
Even
what are
Nicholas Hoult
we
maybe,
doing?
or Bill Skarsgård. Like,
What are we
some
doing?
some of these people should have got noms. I mean, they were incredible in that movie. Whether you like the movie or not, like their acting and the cinematography were the best two like parts of it. So,
No, under costume design, I see Nosferatu on there, and I just hope they win for that, but they're not going to.
but Wicked or Gladiator would be good winners too.
I
So I
know,
can't be upset.
dude.
Um,
It is. I don't even know what to say because I feel like director is like the one that like hurts the most because
but what's weird is Dude got nominated for Best Picture, but you're just not going to acknowledge the person that made it.
no,
Stupid. Stupid. I mean, there are some good. I mean, The Substance is really cool, really greatly directed, I think. A Complete Unknown's fine. I mean, it's nothing just like it's not like a directorial masterpiece, but I mean, it's well made. Honora is greatly directed. Sean Baker, he did a great job. That out of these, my personal pick would be Honora. But I don't really care because Denny got snubbed, and we're Team Denny here. So
just stupid, man. Really upsetting.
yeah, same with same with editing. Sean Baker, Honora. That
Yep.
movie's just really well done. You got to watch it. It's very, very good.
But again,
International feature film. We talked about that. Amelia Perez is Francis. I don't know. I'm still here. The Seat of the Sacred Fig. Flo.
Flo's
Um,
gonna be on there. They don't have any
Give it to
chance.
Flo.
They
Give it
don't
to
have a
Flo.
chance. They don't
Un-
have a
Shut
chance.
up. They might have a chance. Shut
They
up.
don't. They don't.
Shut up. Maybe they do. Maybe that little cat. Maybe that little cat does. Um, we'll go down to like
If makeup and hairstyling doesn't go to Nosferatu, we might as well just give it. We just might stop the award.
I was gonna say The Substance, but either or, one of those two movies.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm okay with that. Something
The
that
the
requires
the
makeup.
personal the practical effects in The Substance are unreal, like unreal. But yeah, Nosferatu as well for sure. Um,
Oh, I
best,
see. I just saw a different man on there now. That'd probably be
yeah,
a pick either.
I want to watch that. I think it's on streaming. I just
But look what else is on there. Fucking Amelia Perez. Am I allowed to cuss on this podcast?
yes, for that movie, yes. Um, but we'll move on from that. Another category that we're pissed off about. Oh my God, best score. We're mad. I want to raise hell. So we got The Wild Robot, Wicked, Amelia Perez, Conclave, and The Brutalist. You don't have the best three scores of the entire year on here, in my opinion. Hell, best four. Dune is without a doubt the best score of the year and one of the best scores of all time.
It's not even debated.
I get to see Hans Zimmer perform it live next week, so screw you. Um, let's see. What was Challengers not even getting a nom either? Oh my God. Also, a fantastic score. Top tier score of the year. It won the best score at the at Golden Globes, and it doesn't even get a nom here. Just absolutely ridiculous. Nosferatu should have gotten one as well. Very, very eerie, creepy score. Wicked, I don't even know how you can really nominate the score because the movie's a musical, like to begin with. Amelia Perez, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like any of these in this category really,
Hey, I
and I'm
will say the
really
Wild
pissed
Robot
off.
today, I was pretty impressed with the score just for an animated movie.
Yeah, but yeah, no, no Hans Zimmer,
No
no
Dune or
challenging
Challengers is
scores,
just like
unreal, like unacceptable. Um,
I would have been fine with just Challengers in there or just Dune, but you whiffed on both of them.
yeah. Oh, and The Substance had a killer score up. I think it should have been nominated as well. I think it might have been at the Golden Globes. Really, really cool score in that one too. So I don't know what they're doing. Um, but whatever. And then we get down to our biggest award. Well, we can go down a little bit and talk about some of the smaller ones. So we got like visual effects.
Mhm.
We got Alien Romulus, Better Man, Dune Part 2, Planet of the Apes, and Wicked. Um, I mean, you got to give it to Dune. You have to. You have to. You have to. Alien's unbelievable. Looks great. Really does. Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes also looks really good. I don't think Wicked is quite up to those caliber. Um,
No, it's not.
I mean, it's got to be Dune. It's you got to go Dune there.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yep.
sound design, a complete unknown, Dune, Amelia Perez, Wicked, Wild Robot. Uh,
Dune,
you got to
Dune,
go Dune, man. Like
Dune,
the sounds in
Dune,
that movie
Dune,
are so
Dune.
sick.
How many
Oh my
times do I have to say it?
God.
Dune, Part 2.
Everything. Give it every award.
Whatever,
Every
man.
award. Yeah. So then that kind of brings us to our uh biggest one, which is Best Picture. So here's all, I think it's nine nominees, or is it 10?
Uh,
The Brutalist,
yeah.
A Complete Unknown, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, The Substance, and Wicked. Um, I think that's a good list. I think that's a fair list for nominations for Best Picture. Um, trying to think of, I mean, at least Dune got nominated. It's not going to win, but
Hell
I
no,
mean,
it's not.
it was our favorite of the year, along with a lot of other people's, and it was the top rated on Letterboxd of the whole year. So people know who the what the real best movie of the year is, but we'll have to see who they give it to here. Um, Honora, I think, which you didn't see, I think it deserves a nod there, and I think it could win. Still got to see Brutalist, but I think that might be the favorite. A Complete Unknown's really good, but I'm kind of shocked it's getting this much love. I think musical biopics just tend to do really well with the Academy. Still haven't seen Conclave, but apparently it's great. Dune Part 2, freaking Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys. Substance is great. And Wicked obviously is great. So, what are you thinking here? Obviously, you want Dune, but like,
I want Dune, but I mean, Brutalist is the favorite. I would think I'm with you on that. If I had to pick from everything I've heard and everything I've seen, it would be I didn't actually see the movie. I think it might be Anora from everything I've seen. From the clips I've seen on Twitter from acting and the way it's shot and everything, I would think Anora would be up there. I don't think Amelia Perez has a chance in this category. I think there's too many movies that are better than it that are like they would I really do think that they would give it to Doom before they gave it to Amelia Perez. I really do think that for this category.
yeah,
Um, but I've heard great things about a lot of these movies. Nickel Boys, I've actually seen people on Twitter talking about it. saying
Do
it was very impressive. Conclave, I've heard great things about Conclave as well. But yeah, if I had to pick right now who I thought was going to win it, it would be the Brutalist, probably.
yeah. Um, any crazy snubs? I'm trying to think. Let me
Yeah,
pull up.
Challengers. Challengers is the biggest snub I
Yeah,
think of the whole thing.
Challenger should have been given a nom for sure right here.
Um,
Let's
I
see. I mean, dude, I know a lot of people didn't like it, but bro, Gladiator 2 is so good. For it to not get anything here and wasn't like the first one, one of the winningest movies at the Oscars ever. He won Best Actor and Best Picture that year.
Yeah, no, Gladiator 2 didn't get a lot of love. It only gets the costume design, I think, which it might win for, I guess.
The fact that Furiosa didn't get nominated for even like visuals or
I don't even
anything.
want to talk about the Furiosa thing because I thought
Uh,
I was much higher on that movie than you were.
I still loved it. I mean, I
Um,
didn't like it near as much as Mad or Fury
I
Road, but
loved Furiosa. I thought Anya Taylor-Joy was incredible. I thought the surrounding cast like Hemsworth and all the Nicholas Hoult was in it for a little while too.
it wasn't.
Um, huh?
Nicholas Hoult was
He's
Fury
in the
Road.
other one. Sorry, he's in the other one. My bad. Um, but no, like even we talked about it with Doom with how good you can make like orange sand look, and Furiosa does the same thing. It makes it look so cool. But yeah, Furiosa not getting anything. I think Challengers though for me is the biggest like doesn't get score. Okay, fine, whatever. Doesn't get like cinematography. Why? Why not? Not even the best picture nomination. Like that movie's
Movie zero. It has nothing. Yeah.
I don't get it. I really don't.
Yeah, and I've seen like a lot of uproar on Twitter this week when all this crap was announced. Like pretty much nobody's happy with these, and people are saying it's like the worst Oscar noms in years. Which I can't really complain about because
Because
some of the best movies of the year aren't being recognized here.
it I think the problem with me is you have Amelia Perez in spots where other movies I think deserve it.
Yeah,
As simple
for
as
sure.
that.
The fact it's this tied for the second most noms of all time, and all I've literally been seeing about it is hate. It's got like a horrible score on Rotten Tomatoes. It's out of all of the Best Picture noms, it's like way, way lower on Letterboxd than all the rest.
Dude,
Uh,
and no one saw it.
yeah,
No one saw it.
apparently France saw it, but yeah, no,
And it's gonna win Best International Film too because it comes from France. When I just can't, dude. I can't. We gotta get off this topic. We got to. So,
yeah, I always try to watch all of the as many of the Oscar nom movies as I can before the Oscars, and that is just one that I'm not going to sit through.
don't.
I'm not going to sit down and watch it. I'm not going to give it the time of day. Um, maybe I'm missing out, but I seriously doubt it.
You're not missing.
So, um, yeah, I think that's a good spot to end our Oscars talk on.
Yep.
Um,